Elite endurance athletes spend 80% of their total training time in one specific zone. The average gym goer spends 0 minutes there. That gap explains more about aging than almost any other training variable. The zone is called Zone 2. It is the intensity where you can hold a full conversation, where your nose breathing stays comfortable, where you feel like you are going almost too easy. And that feeling is exactly why most people skip it. Zone 2 sits just below your first lactate threshold, roughly 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. At this intensity, your mitochondria are working at maximum efficiency. They are burning fat as primary fuel, and they are receiving the strongest possible signal to multiply and improve. A University of Zürich study found that just 4 sessions of 60 minutes per week in Zone 2 for 6 weeks increased mitochondrial size by 55% and citrate synthase activity, a direct marker of mitochondrial capacity, by 44%. Your cells are building more energy-producing engines and making each one work better. The mechanism is PGC1 alpha, the master regulator of mitochondrial biogenesis. Zone 2. Intensity activates AMPK, which in turn switches on PGC1 alpha. This pathway drives mitochondrial growth, improves fat oxidation, restores metabolic flexibility, and reduces the chronic low-grade inflammation that accelerates aging. The long-term data is striking. Lifelong Zone 2 exercisers and master athletes show cardiovascular and metabolic function comparable to individuals 30 years younger. That is not a rounding error. That is a biological clock running at a different speed. The protocol is simpler than almost any other longevity intervention. 150 minutes per week. Walk briskly, cycle, row, or swim. Stay at the pace where you can speak in full sentences without gasping. If you cannot pass the talk test, you have left Zone 2. One important nuance: Zone 2 alone is not sufficient. It builds your aerobic base and metabolic health, but does not maximize VO2 max improvements or preserve muscle mass. Pair it with 2 sessions of resistance training and 1 session of higher intensity work per week for a complete longevity training stack. Save this and follow the Longevity HQ for daily longevity science.